shopping, love it or hate it. Some people think that it is worse than a chore. It can be everything from uncomfortable to panic-inducing. There are so many emotions that happen in the experience of trying to find clothes in store, and I think most people in my experience hate it because they often have a really unsuccessful experience there. So I'm going to show you how to go from hating shopping to having improved success so that over time you'll hate it less with these 5 secrets, and one of them might surprise you. If you implement all 5 of these secrets, I really don't think that it's a leap to say that you'll make a massive shift, that you will turn the corner on your shopping from hating it to finding yourself increasingly starting to enjoy it and perhaps really starting to thrive and succeed at it and feel like you've nailed it. This is because these are hard-won tips. Firstly, I spent many thousands of dollars making mistakes over years before I became a stylist, learning for myself what would work and what wouldn't work with shopping. I use a lot of this when I'm shopping myself for women. In fact, there aren't any that I think of that I don't use. And often I'm giving women this same advice. Most women go shopping without any particular goal in mind, and shopping can be so much fun. It can be entertainment, it can be the delight of seeing new styles and designs, but it is the worst if you secretly or even know that you need to find something. And if you have those 2 wishes, you've got entertainment and ticking off your list, at the end of your shop, you'll find that you haven't satisfied either of them very well. Those 2 desires compete with each other. And so the first thing to do when you shop for success is to make a strategic decision, and that is decide what kind of a shopping trip you're about to make. Decide your mission. Are you shopping for fun, to look at beautiful things, be entertained with beautiful shapes and colors? Maybe you're escaping with the girls for a bit of relaxation and me time, looking for inspiration. Or is the purpose of your trip to purchase this great workable staple that's going to get a workout in your wardrobe? And perhaps your mission is neither of those, but somewhere in between or something else altogether. It just pays to know which mode are you in. Decide your mission and stick with it. The second mistake people make is that they try out shops and new places that might offer something new, because they're having trouble finding the pieces that they need, where in fact some of those new shops are just distractions because they're actually very unlikely to have what you need for your particular purpose in life. For example, if you are creating a high-low wardrobe, then it totally makes sense to go into designer stores and find those gorgeous designer pieces, to mix that up with some frivolous, trendy items from high street stores, and then perhaps some high quality staples in the middle. It's a really super fun way to dress. So you'll be looking at the whole spectrum of stores available. And for other people, high quality staples from mainstream stores are the basis of most of their wardrobe. Where are you going to find it fun to shop? What are the places that are going to be worthwhile for you, that are really likely to have more of what you're looking for? And online shopping is one of those places that can be incredibly risky, and that can make it a lot less fun. Thirdly, it's hard not to be bamboozled by all the choices, and some sales assistants will make it even harder to stay clear on what you want. Their help can be very distracting. Usually the problem that we have is that we entertain too many bad options. And instead, when you're highly selective, you can quickly eliminate at least half the store. As an example, on Boxing Day one year, I bought 5 items in 20 minutes, and I did that by first scanning the store to eliminate any colors that weren't my best, and then I looked for textures and for shapes that I knew I could wear, and I tried on 16 pieces in 20 minutes, and I bought 5 of those. Then I slid out the door just before they shut up for the day with a big smile on my face. Pretty happy with my success rate. So for you, it's think, what is the most important thing to you as you shop? And imagine that you're taking out your spectacles and examining these items to see whether they will stand up to scrutiny. Get a little bit analytical and say no more often. Cut out those bad options straight away, and it will save you time. And I would love to know, do you find it hard to say no to pieces? Do you find yourself entertaining them to the point where they make it home with you? Next, you can learn from one of my mistakes. The first wedding dress I bought was a fail, and this was long before I was a stylist. It was literally an online shopping disaster. I loved the look of this dress. It was a Vera Wang style creation, but it turned up looking like a crooked shower curtain, and it was embarrassing. With only a week to go, we set out to buy dress number 2. And this time I wasn't going to let the same thing happen. I set my standards high. I decided I would only take a dress off the shelf or off the racks if I knew that it would look great on me. So in a dress shop filled with hundreds of wedding dresses, I picked out literally only 2. And as I looked at myself in the first dress that I tried on, I felt gorgeous. I felt a complete assurance that this dress would have me floating down the aisle and enjoying my wedding day. I bought it, I loved it, I felt great in it, and I never regretted it. It's a fantastic style for my body shape. It is my shade of white, and it's exactly my taste. There is really no way to shop quite as successfully as when you shop for your personal shape, your colors, and your taste. Setting the bar that high is absolutely worth it. It's one of the most important secrets in this list. So what if you aren't yet clear on your colors, your body shape, and your style synergy? In a video that I will link here, not sure which side, I talk about how to dress authentically aligned with your style synergy, your style personality, and I give you a way to find that out. So that addresses one of those elements there. But tell me which of these tips so far makes the most sense to you. I'd love to read in the comments. And the last secret might surprise you. And this one solves the problem of sale items or less expensive pieces making their way into your cupboard when they really don't deserve to be there. And in fact, any piece making its way into your cupboard that doesn't deserve to be there. So how often have you been tempted by something by the price, but then you get it home and you really actually aren't that sure about it, and it becomes a low-lying stress. It doesn't get used, you feel a bit guilty that you've got it, and you don't know what to do with it. And then season after season you look at it and think, oh, I should be wearing that, but when you wear it you never feel great. So it's really just a lose-lose situation. So this tip is one that I swear by. It is both fun and a challenge. See what you think. I discovered it when I moved into a new home, and I had only a very small space to store my clothes. And because of that, I had a 1-in, 1-out policy. So if I bought a piece of clothing, something else had to go. And I got into this mindset that clothes and shoes had to earn their place in my wardrobe. During that time, I had an idea that I would avoid looking at the price tag, because if I didn't look at the price tag, the item had to sell me on its merits, not on its price. I would keep avoiding the price tag even while trying the piece on. And then finally, I decided for myself what I was willing to pay for it. So I would bring a number to mind and think, yeah, it's worth that much money to me. So if I was willing to pay $90, for example, but the price was $230, then I knew that it wasn't a piece I would feel great about having in my wardrobe. It would feel more than I was willing to pay, just not worth it, not worth that much to me. And I knew that it wouldn't be long before it would cause me stress. If, on the other hand, I was willing to pay $230, but I found out that it was that or it was less, then I'd be really happy to pay that, knowing that the price and the value that I would get from it were a really great match. So it's amazing how you can sell yourself on a piece of clothing that has some right things about it, but it's not actually right at all. Whereas if you check the prices last, then the garment has to sell you on its merits, and you can use the price as confirmation for the rest of your decision making, which is actually much more important in the end, because it's your colors, your body shape, and your style synergy that you're going to be wearing each day. And the price is really just a momentary decision. I really recommend checking prices last. Now, if you use all these secrets, you will turn the corner and be able to create successful shopping trips. So decide your mission, play where it's fun, say no more often, set a really high bar, and make that aligned with your body shape, colors, and style synergy, and check prices last. And if you'd like a written summary of what we just talked about, you can get that through the link in the description. It's my very popular 5 stylist secrets to shopping for your best style. It's a downloadable PDF that you'll get immediate access to. And if you are looking to create impact through influence, I have a whole playlist for you on that, and I will link it in the description. I'll be taking a break from making videos over Christmas, where it's our summer holidays down under, and looking forward to coming back to this in the new year. Meanwhile, I would love to read your comments and hear from you.